I would love to say to everyone who in the fat acceptance movement to calm your tits. It's a joke. Do not take it seriously. Do not get your panties in a wad. However, I am Matt's commentator, and I am back. I did not feel like making videos for a while. However, now here I am. Now, but before we go on, is it just me, or is the fat acceptance movement getting bigger and bigger? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyways, let's just go into the video. I don't want to spoil too much.
I've got 99 problems with my fat 8-1.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's Moby Dick's cousin. Shake My Beauty. Why do I hate that name? I have no idea why.
I encourage body positivity by putting myself out there, by showing other people that you can love yourself at any size, and being body positive is for everybody.
If you truly loved yourself, you would lose weight. And you would want to know if you actually knew the consequences of being overweight, or being obese in general.
23-year-old Jules hasn't always been this confident about her body.
I was definitely bullied when I was a younger kid. I hated school. I could give you probably a whole dictionary of names. Fatty, tub of lard, whale. The kids had made up a song about me, and it was a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. And whenever I came around, they would just make fun of me. I remember I had a friend finally tell me at the end of school, like, Jules, that song was about you. And, you know, it was really heartbreaking.
I guess we both have somewhat similar passes when it came to bullies, huh? Me, I still slightly am overweight and trying to lose it right now. However, I was bullied a lot when I was younger. It seems to happen to you as well. However, it seems that I broke us both completely different. I went and started losing weight. However, you seem to accept the way you are instead of actually making your body more pleased. Now, before you take my words out of context, no, I'm not saying bullying is tolerable. I'm just pointing out differences. That's it.
As a young girl, she became more introvert, and as she grew older, she stayed in the house more and more and more. I knew her weight was bothering her, and I knew the kids at school were bothering her.
So you knew what was happening and you let it slide. You are the worst mother I've actually seen in a while, huh? That's a little bit of a surprise to me. And the fact that you even let her carry on this habit, it makes it even worse. Because you knew this, you should have encouraged her to lose weight or stand up for herself. Either way, you could have done something, but you never did.
My whole life, people told me that I couldn't wear patterns such as stripes or polka dots. Even my mom would tell me that that wasn't the most flattering look because when you're bigger, you can't wear those things.
My point exactly.
When Jules' friend Vicky lost weight and then lost her confidence, Jules realised someone's weight does not control their happiness.
Losing weight in general does not make people happier. I weighed about 230-something pounds. Losing a lot of weight left me with, stretch marks, loose skin, you know. I just feel very self-conscious all the time, even now.
If weight does not contribute to happiness, then why has a study shown that people who are more fit are generally more happy? For some reason, a study has actually shown that by at least 20%. And this entire thing is the equivalent of a toddler throwing a tantrum because he has to face the consequences. You were overweight. Now you have to put up with the consequences. You have stretch marks, and you have loose skin. You want to get rid of that loose skin? You're going to have to get surgery there. You're going to have to tighten up that skin. And stretch marks you're going to have to live with forever. You're going to have to look at yourself in the mirror every day, look at those stretch marks, and realize the mistake that you did. There's no point in trying to claim that it made you unhappy. Just face up to your consequences.
Being thin is not going to make me happy. And that's really what I realized. And she was a great reminder of that. And she is a great reminder of that every single day.
We should be aspiring for a healthy lifestyle, not to get to a certain number.
We should be aspiring for a healthy lifestyle, not a certain number. That is literally the dumbest shit I've actually heard. I swear to God, I am not lying here. There is a direct correlation between health and your weight. Always has, always will. Even when we were cavemen at one point, we needed to be in perfect fit so we could survive in the world. That has carried on throughout the years. Our bodies have adapted to that. We have not changed from that course. The fact that you even said this shows how ignorant you are to health. Let me give you a little demonstration of what being overweight does to you. You get a higher chance of getting a heart attack. You're more likely to get diabetes. You're more likely to get cancers of any sort, gallbladder disease, and the list can go on and on. And if you're too skinny, you're malnourished. You're weak. Your bones are weak. Same goes for being obese. It's like a sword. The sword has to be perfect so it won't break under normal circumstances.
I definitely think that I live an active lifestyle, and I think that that's the term that people should definitely use.
Hold the fuck up. You live an active lifestyle, huh? Well, if you claim to be active, then I claim to be an athlete for going to the gym 6 times a week for 1.5 hours, even though my endurance is horrendous. But hey, I'm an athlete now. I got autographs ready, people. Come and get them.
Jules totally changed. It was an overnight thing. There was this girl that used to walk around with, and I'm not exaggerating, 3 or 4 layers of clothing all the time, dark colors from here to here. And then all of a sudden one day, a couple layers came off and more layers came off and I started to see skin. She was happy to be alive. She was smiling. She was going out. She was making dates with friends. Then the butterfly emerged, as we call Jules.
Well, shit, I wonder why. Maybe it's not due to the fact that the world has finally broken into her mind, shattered it to pieces, forcing itself to be rebuilt again figuratively. Once your mind breaks, you are going to take one of three paths: ideals, a realistic view of the world, or a fusion of both. When it comes to the fusion and how much you look up to each one of them, is up to the individual themselves. But Jules has completely fallen for ideals. Forget the fact that obesity actually brings problems and she's more likely to die younger. But let's accept fat people for who they are. Let's not encourage them to actually lose weight. Actually be healthier, live longer, be happier in general. No wonder why that tsunami hit Japan in 2011.
I got into modeling actually through a friend. She was a photographer, so she invited me out to do this body positive shoot because she knew I was starting to get into that and that activism stuff. And I went out and I loved it. I realized it was such a great way to continue to inspire women. I would definitely say that modeling is a career for me. I definitely introduce myself more as a body positive activist, but my modeling goes hand in hand with that.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to tell us that. I mean, it was kind of obvious when you indirectly agree with your friend that health has nothing to do with your weight, and nor does your happiness. But hey, body positivity, right? Let's just encourage people to keep being unhealthy and ruin our bodies. Our bodies, that evolution that has gave us throughout the years, our perfect body. But in all seriousness, though, let's actually thank the hero of this entire video. They're strong and willing to put up with the world. The Rock. Okay, I'll stop with that joke. I just love my offensive jokes and my dark humor way too much to let it go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Right?
Yeah, these are gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Yes.
Being body positive has changed my life in a dozen ways. I can go outside and I can hang out with friends and it doesn't take me 4 hours to get ready. I can go to a party and wear what somebody else is wearing. I can wear a bathing suit and I can eat in public and I can do so many things that I never thought that I could be, and I could be happy. And that's probably the biggest one.
Like I said, your mind broke and it fixed itself figuratively. However, even more with shooting past, you also came out of your shell. That's just the simple explanation. Your mind broke, you came out of your shell. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less.
And even when there's family even saying, you know what, she needs to lose weight. I have to speak up and say, if she doesn't want to lose weight, leave her alone. She's happy with who she is, and I'm happy with who she is.
They seem to care more about your daughter than you do yourself. That's actually pretty sad, even considering the fact when since she was younger, you noticed what was going on, you let it keep going on, you knew where the problems were coming from. However, you never tried to persuade her to lose weight or try to stand up for herself, far as it seemed. She had to come out on her own. But since I know you'll never see this, but just to remind you what the effects of obesity is, I'm gonna quote a paragraph from the Arizona State University. Obesity can lead to other illnesses such as from chronic to acute, some severe and deadly such as diabetes, high blood pressure, coronary artery disease, coronary vascular disease, heart attack, stroke, and even death, which can all lead to a premature death. Do you really want that for your daughter? Wouldn't you want the best for her? I mean, the fact that she's ignoring all this, it says a lot. This says a lot for you too.
So the motivation for my photos is to remind women that they can feel beautiful too.
I'm amazing. Oh, it's so lovely to see you.
You don't always need to see one standard size of model modeling. Taking these photos, it's to inspire women and it's to inspire everybody to realize that there's not one type of model.
What about men? There's a lot of obese men out there. Men can be models too. However, you don't talk about it. Only women. Am I right? Power to the pussy. And plus, you do know beauty standards are set by the majority, right? There's those people who don't like the norm or like something else, like big women, Asians, blacks, whites, Mexicans, skinny, twigs. Everyone has different preferences, but social standards are set by, you guessed it, society.
As well as inspiring the world with her modelling, Jules is keen to promote body positivity through social media and education at schools.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Even in high school. Last trimester, our 6 health class. That was fun. Having feminism being indirectly shoved down everyone's throats, especially when you kind of hate feminism. But hey, I'm not the only one who experienced this. As a couple of people who I sit with in lunch had the same problem, and add on to that, non-binary bullcrap and how intersex is another gender. Now, like intersex is a birth defect, however, that's not really part of the video.
I think reclaiming the word fat and using it in a positive sense is super important. It's been used as a bullying tactic. It's about time that we take it back and realize that it's not a bad word, it's not a bad thing, and it shouldn't be associated in a negative way. Since I found body positivity, I haven't stepped on a scale. I feel sexy in my body, and I feel like everybody should.
There's nothing bad about being fat. There is no stigma around being fat. Did I just hear that right? Oh my god, what a dumbass. I'm not even gonna go through the list again. I hate to sound like a broken record. However, if you want to hear it, I'll put it in the description. Well, anyways, guys, if you actually enjoyed the video, I would love it if you leave a like, subscribe, and hell, even a discussion down below. What do you think about the fat acceptance movement? Let's have a discussion. All right, before I leave, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both links will be in the description down below. All video and evidence that I use will be in the description down below. Anyways, guys, peace out.